Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bush's.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Frank Witzel with today's news briefing. It's Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. It may seem an overreach for former auto dealer Kevin Reinke to make a bid for governor on his first run for elected office, but Reinke said he has already proven his naysayers wrong. In 1988, Reinke's elder brother and two other pilots died when their training flight crashed just after takeoff at what was then Oakland Pontiac Airport in Waterford. He was supposed to be on board the twin-engine turboprop, but slept in that morning and arrived at the smoldering scene before emergency workers removed the bodies from the wreckage. The crash also brought a leadership crisis to the family business. Others didn't think he was ready. But Reinke successfully ran the family dealerships. This time, Reinke, who has pledged to spend as much as $10 million of his own money on the campaign, is one of more than a dozen candidates seeking the Republican nomination for governor. In a field where there is no clear frontrunner, many of Reinke's positions sound familiar. But in other areas, he has put some daylight between himself and most of the other hard-right candidates hoping to qualify for the August 2nd primary ballot.
This is Phoebe Wall-Howard, an automotive reporter at the Detroit Free Press. Ford Motor Company faced with billions of dollars in warranty claims, while at the same time needing billions of dollars to develop electric vehicles and new technology, has hired an expert to slash costs. Ford hired this individual to stop the internal finger pointing at the 118-year-old automaker and focus on the future and dramatic change. Josh Halliburton, who brings nearly 2 decades of experience as a turnaround specialist, talked to the Detroit Free Press about why he was hired, how he plans to make cuts, and how consumers will be directly affected. Go to freep.com to learn the detail.
One of the lingering mysteries of the COVID-19 pandemic is why some people get infected without getting sick and others don't get infected at all despite exposure. A handful of researchers have concluded that beyond a few known risk factors, it's mostly dumb luck that determines how someone will fare if they're exposed to the virus. But they're still trying for more scientific answers by studying people who are intentionally exposed to the virus and those who escape its effects. Infection, or lack of one, seems to be related to a chance combination of multiple factors. And it seems to come down to this. Many ingredients are in the mix, including amount of exposure, genetics, and immunity.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. One of Tom Izzo's longtime assistants is headed to another school in the state of Michigan. After helping patrol the sidelines at the Breslin Center for 19 seasons, Dwayne Stevens has been named the head basketball coach at Western Michigan. It will be the first head coaching gig for the Ferndale native, who had been a candidate at different jobs during his time in East Lansing. This is the second straight season where Tom Izzo loses an assistant. Last season he lost Dane Fife for an assistant role at Indiana. As for the Broncos, Stevens inherits a squad that finished 8-23 last season, and over a 2-year period, Western has gone 13-39. They have not reached the postseason since 2015.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.